So hello everyone and welcome back to the old world. So just reloaded the game as we saved it at the end of last week's session. And let me get reacquainted a bit. So we survived the war with Greece, if I remember correctly. Well, we lost to war with Greece first, and we reloaded 5 turns earlier. And tried to placate them with diplomacy, and if memory serves, that didn't work, and they did declare war. Let me check the timeline. Yeah, we just made truce with Greece after the 10 turns. Thankfully they didn't move into us. I think they declared war on Egypt in the meantime. Yeah, so hopefully they will weaken themselves. Yes, we are paying an outrageous tribute of 4.2 orders for this war, and if I remember correctly, yes I do, our leader is doomed. So we are dying next turn, and our heir is 6 years old. We are only 35, but there you go, that's Aaron Jesus is not with us on that one, so we'll have to see how that situation evolves. So as usual, I played the full turn, I believe, before saving last week, so I will have the interturn to remember what else I had in mind for this game. We won't have our builder anymore to complete the Acropolis, I believe we are building quickly anymore. So that's not a thing. And we are... yeah, alright, so it's a legacy now, and we have a few turns to complete it. And also, I apologize for the sound. If you can hear, I have a fan running. It's very hot, the weather, the temperatures here around here, so it's a bit hard to just function without that. So hopefully it's not too problematic. Alright, so yes, of course I have an automatic regent. Do we have a decent governor to appoint? Well, I suppose the oligarch is plus 20 civics is good. So it's a bit of a multiplier. Our civics Babylon, or city Babylon has quite decent civics production, because we have a trio of elder poets. And what is this? Oh yeah, the elder shopkeeper. And we have 11 citizens, so that's a lot of civics generated that way, and any multiplier is good. We want to catch up on research though. We are lagging behind very much, so let's go for a doctor on our freshly completed cold bath. I'm tempted to go for civics here, but warrior would give us slightly improved security, I suppose. So let's go for that, and let's see if we can resume our efforts regarding our diplomacy with Greece. Well, let's influence their leader. We should influence Judaism Patriarch as well. We want to pay attention to our actual king, to tutor them when the time comes, but a bit early for that yet. Alright, let's get a mine. We are suffering for training protection as well, so a few turns of council when we find the time might not be the worst. Alright, new king of the Danes, so that's also important for diplomacy. Another hero. Well, we're not a builder at the moment, so I'm not sure if it matters all that much. Our ambassador is quite competent. We should actually have influenced them and get them to pleased before influencing the king of Greece, but we did not, so we'll have to live with our decision. I want the garrison. Heal that walker. Yes, get more mines. We do not generate as much iron as we'd like, so let's work on it. We have a caravan. I think let's send this one to Greece. We'll want to send one to to Egypt at one point, but maybe not just right yet. And let's upgrade our doctor to the top. We should have a legendary city in 7 turns. Well, I don't expect major culture boost while the wonder completing, I suppose, in not too long, but yeah, in 7 turns we'll want more stone actually, and good civic citizenship will be part of the answer for that. Yeah. There's nothing looking really great for positioning for our military units. I suppose we can hide our slingers, as we are a tactician in the meantime, before our king gets to the throne. Alright, our influence mission is completed. Our king is too young to be tutored. Let's influence our ambassador, as I was just mentioning. So okay, we are positive opinion with Greece, but not so great either. Oh, our future king could become proud or loyal. Well, proud is not the worst for a leader, and some training would help. And of course, the legitimacy is good. But I don't want to have negative stats either. Well, I suppose if I send them to study philosophy, I compensate for the wisdom immediately. And that's better than nothing. Alright, let's try it. Let's be proud. Control 8 luxuries. I don't think that's in our plans. Well, we already have 5 with Alcasne, so maybe that's reasonable. But that would be 3 specialists, presumably. And we kind of like our citizens for a little bit more. Military reform is very far, so let's not pile up more legacies. Where is our worker? I think we can start to work on our next wonder right now, the Jebel Barkal. So let's do that. Not super valuable, but somehow no one started to build it before, so it's available for us. That's still 2 VPs. And I suppose a temple, but it's not like a temple is incredibly valuable at the moment, so we'll have to see what comes out of it. It's not that clear that there will be awesome value out of it, but well, in OCC of course it doesn't scale well, and it's not a top priority, but if we can grab it, let's grab it. Alright, we can now tutor our king and pick a path of studies, I assume. Alright, I don't know what's that. Yeah, you will study philosophy and you will be tutored. Alright, let's look at the rest. We can pay a tribute to the Dane. Our ambassador can become doomed, scarred, or missing. Or we could have a war. I suppose we could try to fulfill our legacy to kill 10 units with our tactician currently on the throne. But with our 2 slingers and a single warrior, that will probably be quite hard. So I think that's not happening. Do we want to pay tribute though? Well, I'm not sure. What's the other one? Oh, we could get a Master Doctor right now. Sure. Sure, that's awesome. So our research is picking up quickly. Let's get the next Elder Doctor then. That will do great for our research rate. And life is short indeed. Well, at the end of the day, it's not that much. Or unwilling are we to pay for that? We are at peace with the Danes. We'd like that to continue for now. Alright, let's just pay. We are done with our immediate urban improvements here. suppose I'll just get a flatland quarry and be glad of it as well. Alright, we are tutoring. Things are looking fine. We are really hoping for a builder. There's a lot of urban expansion still to be had if we want to gain some victory point, minoring this spot, the other around us. And that really requires ability to make urban tiles as much as possible. Experience for the king. More mines. Okay, we got our pair of elder daughters. I'm hesitant to get some festivals to diminish the discontent level of the city. I also really want to put some training and civics aside for low adoption and to be a bit further away from bankrupt, from being forced to conceal soon enough. So alright, I'll do a turn of conceal right now. And who can we influence? Maybe the new king. Maybe we'll get an interesting event out of it. Or is that already done? Oh, he's too young. Well, the Patriarch of Judaism. Oh, he's severely ill. Alright, so I should have read that before I clicked on the button, but I didn't. So let's see if anything comes out of that. Well, he isn't dead yet, apparently, and he survived his illness, it seems. Family quarrel, we could become gracious, that would be helpful. We are negative courage at the moment. Are we no longer bitter? No, we are not. Even if we pick gracious. Yeah, let's pick it, it's fine. Alright, opinion is much better. Caravans have arrived, or some of them, I suppose. I think here we'll want our barracks and ranches when that comes, so we might as well start the stronghold right now. Or maybe start working on more stone first, because we'll soon want to start new wonders. There's only 2 legendary wonders, but still, the Colosseum we really don't want to miss, and the Hagia Sophia is still 2 VPs, so we'll try to get that. Council again, so we don't have the training to even do something about descent. I'd really like to, because I'd want additional religions to spread, if possible, to the capital. But yeah, I think it's another round of Concile. And maybe next turn I'll even go into rallying troops for more training. Put some on the side. Yeah, that doesn't sound unreasonable to me, we'll see. Okay, we got our Acropolis. Oh, Christianity has been founded. The king has gained some charisma. We are known as a Mason. We have completed a legacy. Fantastic. Let's not forget to tutor our kid. And we have a few events. I think it was cozy up to the Greeks. Discontent and legitimacy are the point of discipline, or a lesser amount of discontent on some civics. I think in this case I'm picking the legitimacy and the discipline. It's all good. We can pick frugal. We are going to be on the throne only a few more years, and I haven't assigned my regent as a governor. So I don't know how valuable it really is to pick frugal. I would have to assign her as well. Otherwise it's only 20% rebate, which is still valuable, but not as great as 70% obviously. So let's see. We have 5 years until this guy gets on the throne. I think the civics, the science, the wisdom will remain valuable after someone else gets to the throne. So let's prioritize that. And yeah, let's rally troops. No, we don't have military drills. All right, I'm fantasizing. I had even forgotten that there was a prerequisite tech to be able to do that. Let's send this caravan to Egypt. It will explore a little bit, hopefully. Well, I suppose we already sent one. There was a pass cleared, I assumed, by a caravan earlier. We might as well get this mine too. And more conceal? Yes. Alright, our workers are all busy, excellent. Monkey philosophy. Oh, okay, so we could roll the dice, have a chance to become educated for next king. And we'd become a pet monkey owner, or they could roll between Pathfinder, Cultivator, Equestrian, or Tracker, and become themselves a pet monkey owner. And I mean, Pathfinder would be awesome. We have a lot of nets, and that's super valuable. But Cultivator, Equestrian, or Tracker would all pretty much be duds. So let's roll the dice for educated. Maybe we'll get it next turn. We got one more round of conceal. Well, let's push until we can deal with the Jewish descent. Maybe influence the Zoroastrian leader as well. At minimum, we are getting XP from these influence missions. I'm not sure where we stand in tech exactly. We'll have constitution, citizenship next turn. We definitely want constitution. Yeah, that's already a sizable bonus right now. We want to adopt legal code next turn. Once again, one of these very strong laws in one city challenge in particular. Oh, another change of ruler in Greece. But they are friendly to us. Oh, they are a schema. Alright, might want to pay attention to that maybe. Let's pick a one-turn middle drill. Okay, we've got legal code, so we can start courthouses, and we don't want to delay that. Yeah, I'll start my courthouse here. Oh, and we can start our Colosseum as well. Let's do that immediately. Visiting Philip. Oh, that's interesting, because they could become suspicious of us, and that would get us some research. But my queen is on the throne only for 3 years, so maybe we can survive that. Yeah. Alright. Oh, our ambassador could like us a lot better. And we'd get bonus opinion from Egypt. And we are paying money, and we are... Well, we are somewhat made of money, actually, so that's fine. Yeah, okay. Oh, the Mistafora, excellent. So this gives us a flat bonus opinion, but also a multiplier on civics immediately. Some additional culture as well, and the maintenance will be irrelevant quite soon, so excellent. I'm pretty sure we don't want to get another legacy. We are already failing this one almost for sure. I don't think we are getting any courtiers anytime soon. Or at least we didn't get an opportunity so far, so this is where we are. We still need our stone to make a wonder, so I'm hesitant to get the forum immediately, but it's valuable still, so I'm a bit hesitant. Well, let's take the opportunity to deal with Jewish descent this turn. And we'll want to start our heated bath and everything. We really hope for a builder on the throne next. And I should have adopted my laws. I have not. But, well, there were wonders to be started, so we accurately judged the priorities for civic spending, I suppose. Alright, we can get a last tutoring mission for our king. Awesome. Let's get heated bath started right now. And that's it. How much for that? Yeah, we can start it whenever we want. Do we have a spot for it? Not really. What does it need? Nothing special, in fact. So we could put it anywhere. So I'll just send my worker on their way to start that new project soon. And yeah, we are rich, so we don't care. Let's get the forum as soon as we can. And we have 2 years, so we are just in time to rally troops and have a little bit of training in our bank. We are paying through the nose for upkeep, for maintenance, because we have a lot of citizens. That's the point of our strategy. So, of what we went for with our development, using leveraging poets for our civics production. And I'm saying civics production. That's the special part about this strategy, is that I'm keeping citizens around for that. But of course, they also generate a lot of culture, significant research, etc. Alright, so we met the Romans in Egyptian territory, it seems. They are currently a hero, an intelligent Delver hero at that. Nice stats. I'm quite old. Yeah, we are happy to pay for some bonus opinion. And they are fighting Egypt as well. Alright, is Egypt dying? They are only stronger. They were much stronger not too long ago. And they are at war with Greece and Rome. So yeah, they're dying. Alright, they still have 2 cities, but that's not going to last very long. The Duke could become intelligent, a poet, or impious, so that's probably impious, we'll see. Oh, and we can pick an archetype, and builder is not an option. Yeah. Alright, I am less than pleased. I suppose a scholar? I'm not sure what I would do with a judge exactly. There's nothing I will want to upgrade. We have the civics production is high enough that we won't need to hurry specialists. I suppose we can switch low on the cheap, but that's not really a problem. Additional research would be cool. A bit more agency in choosing our research path would be good. Orator will not produce anything very much, so alright. Scholar it will be then. And let's get our last wonder. Let's get it started at least. On a hill? I don't think it needs to be on a hill, does it? No, it does not. Well, this is flatland. I'll just put it here. Alright. We are paying, but this is fine. This is what money is for. Is to buy things. And let's start a barrack while we are at it. We can buy a stone as well. We've got our forum 4. I think I want more workers, even without the ability to stack them. I was sort of holding out in case I could get a builder on the throne, but that's not the possibility anymore, it looks like. So okay, we have a bit more training. Of course, he became impious. Rightful heir. Well, indeed, we are now a scholar. And I think I'll make myself governor immediately for the experience, and as well tutor my own brother. An opportunity to affect a few stats, lose some discipline for some wisdom. Well, I'd like to have some positive discipline. I have nothing at the moment. We are a perfect ruler, indeed. I mean, who would doubt that? Alright, we got our fresh new worker. Let's start our barracks. There's no really specialist we want at the moment. Let's maybe... oh, inquiries. Inquiries are not absurd in this context, I believe. Although I'd like to one-turn that. I'm not sure how much overflow I have on the side. But we can get a lot more anyway, so maybe we can get a one-turn inquiry next turn. The treasury will come in handy. Will help with everything. At one point we want to, if we can, an ambition to get all fourth level project from treasury and archive would be good. I suppose while I have a few orders on the side, I'll send this warrior onto his next assignment. I could get a spearman, but let's not spend these civics. Oh, we are tutoring. Okay, so we are not influencing. But we probably want to get back to that at one point. Okay, some extra charisma doesn't hurt. All right, our brother is a builder. Well, we've had enough deaths and successions already, so we won't jump on that to abdicate to them or something like that. Enough silly plays of that kind already. And yes, indeed, inquiry in one turn. Let's get it, and we'll alternate between projects and try to maximize the output of our city that way. I still have to adopt legal code, so few turn of councils are probably in my near future as well. And we are done with well, we are not quite done with engineering. We are done with what we can build right now, but if we start raising other nations' cities and wonders later on, we might still find ourselves in a situation where we want to have engineering again. The blight of Babylon. Alright, let's pay some food. This is fine. Doctrine and fiscal policy. I'd rather pick the XP, thank you. Where are they coming? Well, close. I'm hesitant to get a spearman as a consequence, because that would help deal with this particular idiot. Yeah, we'll go for the treasury, then inquiry again, I suppose. I will still need additional workers, so I'll have one next turn, so I'll be able to start my library, I suppose. Right, scholarship got. The prince has got a point of wisdom. We want the civics boost, yes we do. Alright, some of my slingers are better than others. Trade offer. No, we are not sending our orders or research to Egypt. These are not good offers. Okay, our barracks gets instantly pillaged. Well, so much for having a worker available. Not really, it turns out. Inquiry in one turn is still pretty good in the current state of our research, so let's do that. We'll want to work on our last Elder Doctor quite soon. Next turn, actually. Okay, what is our king doing? I suppose influencing this patriarch is not the worst idea. It will help with Greek and Roman opinions as well, and they look like bullies, so probably profitable. Oh, we are finishing a wonder next turn as well. And I suppose I'm leaving these legacies to expire naturally, but I could have well, 2 courtier was possible. That's something that could happen out of an event at pretty much any point. But the kill-tail units was never going to happen. If I remember correctly, I was bribed with an extra unit or something. Alright, so where do I want my Jewish temple? I believe here is fine. Are we having a Jewish quarter, maybe? District around here? Yeah, alright. And a little bit of legitimacy. Alright, intelligent is excellent. That does a lot for our research. Let's pick metaphysics so that we can get those archives. And attack those raiders as well. Where do we put our library? Ideally adjacent to a resource to get a little bit more research. Well, I suppose this is as good a spot as any with that in mind, so let's do it. We can start our stronghold as well. Oops, sorry, misclick. Stronghold. And I suppose I could concede to our friend the adjacency fiends, and put a Hamlet to boost my my bath, and another one to boost my theater and of theater later, maybe, if I have nothing better to do. Alright, let's get the Elder Doctor as planned. Yeah, this is all looking decent. Alright, and we want to think about winning now. So we got our civics boost, we can adopt laws. Let's go for legal code. I don't remember, did we get educated in the end? No, we never did, but we are intelligent. So with that in mind, I'll pick exploration. If only for the extra civics from legal code, but also as we are inquisitive, intelligent count as inquisitive, and we have exploration, we can send people exploring and expect decent event options from there. So there's that. Diplomacy looks okay, nothing brilliant, but decent still. We'll want to do something with caravans soon, I suppose. Pump a few more. We're up to 13 citizens. Our discontent is slowly falling. Hopefully it will accelerate soon. And I think we want to switch to colonies as well. Yeah. We are not using all our orders, despite the tribute, the extortionate tribute we are paying to Greece. So I think I want to be able to buy tiles. And yeah, I'll start here. Alright, we got our metaphysics, we failed our legacies. I mean, a monastery would be fun, right? But we also want to work on our wood production sooner rather than later, and that opens up a possibility to get a bonus courtier, which is not relevant anymore, but so too late for that. Right, let's repair the nets. And let's send one more caravan to Greece, as we were suggesting. So getting this tile on this one, I get these two for free. If I had taken this one and this one, I would have got these two for free, so that's equivalent. And that's what I'm trying to optimize out of that. And okay, let's get an archive. So it's not super valuable in itself, although it is. It is quite good. We don't have Gnosticism religion that are spread to us, but if that happens, that little project will be worth 2 civics. But also, we get it almost for free, essentially, because next turn we'll have massive overflow. We'll be able to get an inquiry in 1 turn, then archive 2, and it's still additional research and development in our city. And I read that as quite valuable, actually. I should really be sending my king on a mission every turn, so I've been a bit remit on that. Alright, we have forestry. Egypt has been eliminated. Found out about a river somewhere. Yeah, the free Acadian archer would be welcome. Let's heal and not wait for the next. Alright, we would like a good ambassador. This guy is decent, but he's old and he's also a courtier. So I might keep him for something else. Let's appoint this young diplomat. Alright, so we need to work on, we need to renew our work on opinions. This guy is almost friendly to us, so let's almost pleased. So let's get him all the way there, because that will be a 50% bonus on his yields. Okay, we are done with our ministry. Let's get the palace. We are getting our stronghold. Good, good. And my king is indeed on a mission. And yeah, I think I want to buy some more tiles here. I would really want to just be able to make urban tiles along the coastline, but yeah, I don't know how long that will take now. Probably too long. Okay, so let's get some lumber mills. We made a detour through forestry. Let's get some value out of it. All right, an inquiry. Science is really the domain in which we have to catch up at the moment. So, oh, Rome has converted to Zoroastrianism, which is well, degrades our relation, but also degrades our relation with Greece, I imagine? I hope? Do I want the free archer? The free archer isn't bad, it's extra unit without having to mobilize my queue, but it's also a bit of a delay, so I'd rather fish for higher bonuses. Let's go for combos and start to get lumber mills in the meantime. We got our inquiry, we can get a second inquiry 4 in a row. Let's do that. What promotions do we have? Well, nothing gorgeous. When we'll have a citadel, we'll be able to upgrade though. Alright, I think we are minoring this spot right now. Okay, so we have a bit more terrain to develop. We should focus our attention in this direction probably, and this one as well. Yes, Colosseum in 6 turns. Nowhere near as good as if we could have got it 10 turns earlier with a Builder King, but still quite good. Of course, our city has well, 24 population at the moment, so the Colosseum will be incredibly valuable. That will be 24 base training without doing anything about it. Yes, an undead ambassador is quite valuable indeed. Let's get that. I think I want to open my new additional concealer spots, so that's and that's maybe not obvious on clicking on husbandry because I know the tree. So husbandry just opens the possibility to make pastures essentially, and opportunity for the food bonus card, but we do not care about that in the current situation. But that's followed by Spoked Wheel and then Portcullis, and Spoked Wheel is the tech that will unlock the ability to appoint a Chancellor, and Portcullis is the tech that unlocks the ability to appoint a Spy Master. So these are important techs for these reasons. If I get an exploration ambition, for instance, I want to have a Spy Master. If I want to steal research, I want a Spy Master and cartography, which was also one of the reasons to get metaphysics earlier. Or we could reroll and try to go directly for land consolidation, monasticism, jurisprudence, vaulting. I think actually we want jurisprudence early, but that's the only one that's not on offer. I'm pretty sure we already have ebony, so we don't care that much. I'll just get machinery in the meantime. But we are very much going to aim for the jurisprudence guild slingshot, which is that much more powerful in OCC as well, so available. Alright, you'll marry a tactician. We could get 2 elder monks, 3 siege units, 2 elder philosophers. The philosophers are culture per citizen, right? So they're still quite valuable. 3 siege unit as well, of course, and the elder monk, we are not going monasticism right now, so, and anyway we have only 1 world religion, so that's really rolling the dice. Okay, so we got our library. We can get ranches. Yeah, I'll start the ranch right now. We want an academy. Where am I putting it? I think, well, here is tempting. Well, I could get it here, actually, it's just as good. I don't want to be buying apprentices, so I'll keep on turning inquiries while I can. And let's send our king to try to influence Greece, who are still our neighbors and the largest threat to our kingdom for sure. Right, we have machinery. Let's go for jurisprudence, straight up, and then we'll buy specialists. Then we'll burn our citizens to get instant super development. But as you can see, our civics is already quite good. Of course, part of the global amount is legal code, but as you can see, we are still one turning inquiries for quite well, not exactly 100% of the time, but quite consistently still. So valuable, no doubt. And I think I'm going to try to get the territory up to this urban tile. I should resolve my events, so could get legal co, divine rule, I don't care. Oh yeah, of course, we'll throw feast in your honor, King Philip. A well-known explorer comes to us with the most interesting offer. Well, okay, we'll finance your expedition. We'll see what comes out of that. I don't think there's actually a character exploring, it's a specific chain of events. Yes, it is. Alright, some of our caravans have arrived. Excellent. Oh, we could become spoiled and gain them. I think I'm just picking the free discipline. Thank you very much. And these are very decent stats. We have at least 2 everywhere, which opens up most beneficial options in events. I don't think, yeah, there's no danger of our opinion slipping too far, so they'll marry Danes. Of course they will. And okay, I'll get another range and start my citadel. One more caravan to Greece. It won't hurt. Alright. We got another inquiry. I'm still delaying additional specialists. Yeah, let's keep pushing. We'll be at jurisprudence soon and we'll get our elder specialist in a very short amount of time, in 1 turn each, most likely. So let's get there before we invest anything more. And okay, our spare orders can be spent acquiring a few key tiles. That is fine by me. It's a shame. Once again, we cannot urbanize the coast and just gain access to the extra fishes and collapse the whole marsh area, but still, it's a bit more security, a bit more vision. We won't have to station troop right there to keep an eye on Greece on this side. So still valuable. Oh, Jewish redemption and the foundation of Manichaeism. Alright. Oh, I could marry a Dane myself. Of course I'm offered a Zealot, opposite archetype. Or a Shield Bearer Commander. Yeah, well. Okay. Tabnishta, who are you even? Oh, somehow I sired a bastard sometime. Okay. Right, let's have you study philosophy just in case. Well, I suppose. I just said we could have people exploring. Let's do that. This is not the nicest fate for our bastard, but who knows what might happen. It might lead to interesting conclusions. Or developments, at least. Yeah, and let's keep buying tiles. This is very much in fashion, I understand. Alright, we should send the worker this way to improve these fishes with a net. Alright, we're at the end of our overflow there. So let's just get an archive 2 and we'll resume, we'll get a few more inquiries until we get to jurisprudence, and then we'll probably splurge on specialists. Alright, I have decent opinion. I could improve even more, but it's not that likely that I'll get them too friendly. Let's improve the opinion of the oligarch so that they are not upset with us. Okay, Rome is a little bit threatening in terms of victory points. I have to pay attention to that. Distant riches. Oh, we can pay for a chance to become foolish. Well, that's not happening. Tabni Ishtar, our young exploring bastard, could enter Gortin, travel further, or return home. Yeah, well, enter the city. Oh. Oh, the king has a gift for us. Alright, let's have you return home then. Okay, I believe we have all our urban improvements planned, with the second ranch here, the citadel in progress, a palace being done, the academy being worked on as well. So let's work on our economy, and in particular our wood economy. And yeah, I dare say one more inquiry wouldn't hurt. It's getting us jurisprudence next turn, and then we'll change gears. Or at least that's how I expect it to happen, but yeah, we won't have that many workers available still. Probably we'd want a few more, but we're not a builder, so almost feels like a waste. We have enough at the moment. Still, even if we went out of serfdom, as you can see, we still have more than enough orders to do what we have to do at the moment. I think I want to collapse this area. I don't have many hills in my territory actually, so let's do that. And let's send this warrior back to heal and to gain XP on the barrack. Alright, we got jurisprudence, we got the Colosseum. Alright, so our training production had just exploded. Our city with no officer and nothing is now generating almost 60 training per turn. We just got jurisprudence, so let's go crazy. Let's pick guilds and see about our ambition to get 2 philosophers. I suppose 2 elder philosophers first, so that's the first elder there. Is there anything we really want there? I suppose at one point we'll want the monks still. Whatever, it doesn't matter that much. Alright, the Colosseum is done indeed. Peace and tyranny. And we would acquire the crown of the unjust. Per leader weakness, alright. Alright, what? The crown of the just. Per leader strength. Additional growth. 5% per year of becoming miserable. This is all just bad. And I don't want tyranny either. I suppose I could switch back. Alright, sorry Philip. Okay, perfume. Pretty sure we already have perfume and we're already sending it to our city, so there isn't that much we could do with it. Well, we could send it to our family, of course, but let's keep it for who knows what. Okay, I'll send one guy to road and ultimately improve this net. And this one would have been just as efficient apparently. And work on our lumber mills with our free workers in the meantime. Once again we've had a change of patriarch on Judaism. Let's work on their opinion. And we got a swordsman. We are very proud of ourselves. Okay, we'll get our academy done next term, so that will be our second elder philosopher right after the first one. We might actually get some elder scribes more for the money than for the civics, because they are money for per citizen. We'll see about that. Right. Okay, we are the keystone. Fantastic. And we get an opportunity to become a carpenter, vigilant, prosperous, or bloodthirsty. Intriguing. Actually, I'm of half a mind of picking carpenter just to and get siege units. This is not doing that much either. Yeah, let's try to do something with carpenter. Not usually considered a high priority trait for sure, but maybe we can do something with it, and that would be an interesting twist, I suppose, in some ways. Let's get our university started. And let's get our second elder philosopher right now. So our research is starting to pick up. We have a lot of catch up to do though. If I'm going to make siege units, I actually want to make mangonels directly, not onagers. I don't want to... Getting the training to upgrade them would be hard. We're not that rich that we want to spend the wood twice. So these are, well, some of the considerations that that I have in mind at the moment. Send my scout the other direction. Alright, we got monasticism, we got the Hagia Sophia. We also completed our ambition. Cartography for triremes. I suppose cathedrals would be great. Let's pick the goods boost though, and I want to go toward ballistics. And quickly, there will likely be war in our future. Rome is getting a little bit too big for comfort. Completed indeed. Yeah. Reveal 60% of the land shouldn't be too hard. Getting to Cimmerian Archer either, so but I'll pick that one, alright. We got our second philosopher. Let's make some good use of our... Are we burning all our citizens now? Are we confident we have the civics to do that? We just got monasticism, so I suppose we could adopt Judaism as our state religion and put out a disciple. Yeah, let's do that, and let's get a monastery started at our first possible convenience. And more workers. Let's keep on the lumber mill trend we are at the moment. We'll want more mines as well quite soon, so that's something to keep in mind at least. Let's have our people gain a bit of XP while we are working on other things. We are somewhat secure regarding Greece. Kush is somewhere and they have a significant amount of victory points as well. Something worth paying attention to as well. And yeah, let's get our people back so that they train while they idle. Okay, we got our good boost. We got another legitimate kid. Coinage would be quite good. Conversions. Yeah, I'll let you decide for yourself, daughter. Well, I suppose we could push the opinions of the Jews. Alright. Ugh. Yeah, for some reason we are instantly punished for for adopting the state religion. Really? Well, sod you. I'm tired of getting bullied by events. And okay, and we got our Jewish disciple. Let's get the monastery. And with that, I think we are starting to work on specialists, and at one point war will come, so we'll get our elder officers. This will get additional training to our units, additional experience, as well as significant training. We have the maximum multiplier we can hope to get without being champions, and without event-specific projects, I suppose. But additional training would be welcome. Do we want to? Yeah, we said we are going siege. I have nothing on the way. Yeah. I suppose cartography leads to ballistics. Let's go there. I'm just being silly, not identifying the text I'm actually looking for. So buy some more tiles. I wouldn't hate those guys migrating toward someone else, so we'll see if we cannot minor their spot. And probably I want my militia closer at hand if I'm going that way. Alright, change of oligarch. Influenced the Zoroastrian patriarch as well. Yeah, I suppose that's not great, but what can you do? Avoiding tension. Oh, we could pay and get peace with Greece. Yes. Sure, the queen can be trained, of course. And yeah, let's work on iron production as we planned. We got our first elder officer. Let's get the next one. So we will consume our capital of citizens right now, but we'll get an elder monk in 3 turns. We can get elder scribes on demand as well, more or less. So maybe I should do that before I invest. All right, let's get an elder scribe right now. Secure a little bit our civics protection. Of course, they are double good. We have the museum, so they are generating extra civics for us. Yeah, I don't think we have anything else urgent to do, so I suppose we should keep influencing the Greek king. Alright, more cognomens, excellent. Cannot buy the tile because someone is standing on it. Or inconsiderate. Alright, lumber mill. More lumber mills. Yeah, and let's start to prepare and work on hills, on mines ultimately. Okay, we got our elder scribe. Well, with what I just said last time, let's get another one that will help compensate a little bit for the consumption of our citizens we are making. And of course, we'll get an elder monk in 2 turns as well, which will help. I would really like to have additional religion spreads to us. So, oh, Greece has declared war on Rome, so this is awesome, fantastic. Keeps them busy. We could become humble instead of proud. That would be quite a benefit. On the other hand, 2 free discipline is nice, so I'll get that. Our young exploring bastard daughter could become, well, could conspire with us and become restless or corrupt as well. Yeah, sure. Oh, an alliance with the Danes. Alright. Well, there we go then. An alliance with the Danes. Interesting. Who are they raiding? Kush, okay. So that's a bit of a strange interaction with alliances. They will stop raiding because actually they are at war with any raiders, so they will attack them. I want hydraulics. We are going for mass siege, as I was saying. We'll have the opportunity to get the elder monk next turn. Alright, let's get all 3 scribes. This is generating quite a bit of money, by the way. I do believe we changed the direction. Yeah, we didn't get coinage yet, but the multipliers from the markets and grocers would be very useful, and the elder shopkeeper would be great too. Neither monotheism or polytheism has much value for us, but just having an extra law and also extra civics from legal code would be decent. So we'll still adopt 1. Let's work on our relations with Rome, even if we are glad to see them at war and hopefully busy. Oh, we've met whom? Numidians. Yeah, let's prepare for conflict. Indeed. Civic pathem and all that. And yeah, probably we want someone around here to minor this spot as well. Okay, I believe our next swordsman should be due, well, in not too long. The lions, hey, let's see what they do. Alright, they go fight these people. Perfect. Fine by me. Alright, Tabni Ishtar is ruthless. As planned. Okay, one day I want a cathedral and I'll have to replace something if I want it to be adjacent to my temple, but that's fine. For now this guy can sleep. We'll get the monk right away. A new heir. Alright. And by a new heir, I believe we mean our first kid. Our first official kid. We've had a few bastards, but alright. Oh, and they are bullying us. Right, I'm picking the legitimacy and that I will let the Danes deal with this invasion. Right, send additional caravans. So don't underestimate the diplomatic value of Al-Kasneh. Just giving you a few caravans here and there is doing wonders for well, anyone's really. Yeah, I suppose I could send this guy that way, explore a bit. And yeah, I have quite a few tiles to buy still, so we'll see what comes out of that. Should I be sending one of my swords? Well, my sword. We just established that I have a single one still. Toward the expected Numidian front lines. I don't know, I don't care enough. Let's just wait. Alright, sizable invasion indeed. Oh sure, we can make a stone bridge for some legitimacy, absolutely. A show of face. Well, we don't want to get them upset, that's for sure, and this is a paltry amount of money for our great trading city-state. Not an issue at all. Let's road. Do we want to get more stone? Probably not really. Well, I suppose we are going to keep paying more upkeep, so we got our first elder monk on turn close to 100, I believe, exactly 100. And now we want to ramp up our military production, and we'll do that with elder officers at the moment. Ramp up our military production and the quality of the units we'll get out. Who will our king try to placate? Well, I believe there's been another change of leadership in the Zoroastrian clergy, so let's get there. Alright, here they come. Let's see what the Danes do. Well, they fight ferociously, is what they do. Let's reroll. Oh, I'd like ballistics, but the free crossbowman is just something I cannot pass. Okay, we only need this tile on this side. Let's get it. What are our workers doing? I should really be working on my grain here. But I don't like the idea that it takes me time to get there, so... I suppose I could burn a march. Well, I'd rather keep my training. Okay, let's just get there slowly. Send someone to at least attempt to produce something out of there. Let's get the mine. On one more mine. We'll see about windmills. Yes, we have an ore mine here. No opportunity to make mills though, and we slightly want to connect that to get a bit more out of the minor city as well. Something to consider. All right, one more elder officer. I suppose keep buying tiles. While our tribal allies defend us valiantly. Alright, we got our free crossbowmen. Well, free. It cost us 600 research, but that's worth it. And alright, ballistics. And do we want to send some assistance? Probably, but it's not our top priority either, so let's get this farm. Let's keep working on minoring these spots. Could I have done that better? Probably I could have. But alright, still 3 tiles to buy. Our Danes are doing a good job, but let's send a pair of crossbowmen in this direction. As well as a sword. Yes. And we really ought to find a worker to make a road as well, from at least from the river to this spot to connect it. But we want to accelerate our movement, especially if we are going to go siege, which is still the plan. So I believe our research has been multiplied by 8 since the beginning of this stream. So of course that's the late game explosion, where I finally reached all the long-term target that we've had since the beginning of the game. So 10 turns is not 10 turns, is what I'm saying. It really depends on which turns we are talking about. The queen is somehow bitter. I'm not sure that happened. Well, I suppose I'll influence my queen. I'll appoint her as a general as well. The forward one. And would the Duchess still be a net contributor? Well, not great, but decent. Alright. Okay, I'm not sure what we'll be able to do about Rome and when. I should pay more attention to where they are, I suppose. So this is ex-Egypt, no Greece and Rome. And Roma is further down Right, at the other end of the map, essentially. Mm. Less than ideal. Yeah, this guy will be making roads from next turn on. Yeah, if I want to be serious about getting better iron production, I want to mill not too late. Okay, legendary culture event, so we are getting legendary 2, I suppose. Patronage of the death god. Okay, gods actually. Of the healing gods. Alright, that sounds very interesting. Royalty gods. Healing gods, of course. More growth on top of our growth, and we also gain a bit of charisma, and we have barely any farm, so the minus 20% output is not doing much to us. I suppose we could get silk. We don't need it. We have no plans for it, but it doesn't hurt. Nope, that's absolutely not what I wanted to do. I wanted to buy a tile. Oh, I don't have the money anymore. Interesting. Let's sell a bit of stone and iron. And okay, I should set my priorities. So I want to mine all this spot first. And coinage will come handy when it finally happens. Alright, so I believe we have all our officers now. So our training production is already much higher. We can gain an elder priest. That would be 7 extra training. Raw, of course, multiplied by everything. By our barracks and ranches, so plus 80%. Or we could gain we could get a few units right now. I think I'm picking the priest. That will be an insurance for the future. Let's grab this ruin. I won't invest the training, but the money is welcome, thank you. And let's pay a bit more. Oh, alright, we'll invest seriously into iron production then. It is worth a lot of money, so we'll continue with our efforts and mine everything around here. Soon enough, we'll have other opportunities for mine here, of course, but in the meantime, I'll just mine all the spots and we'll see what comes out. Right, and that's a new Dane site. Fantastic. Oh, we are in love. Fantastic. Silver Jubilee, we could gain all 4 projects, all 3, sorry. So of course that's easy enough. I'm not sure what this is offered, while we have the 60% as well. My understanding of ambition classes is that it should prevent that, but apparently that's not happening. Alright, we'll get all the full project lines. That's easy enough. Let me wait a bit until I unlock my mangonels. And okay, let's work on the road, as we said. Alright, Hanhat is now connected, and that will accelerate our movement. I will actually probably want the full road, including along the river, just to accelerate movement for my siege units in this direction. I really want to go this direction. I think there's still an opportunity to at least deny some sites from AIs. Kush is slightly worrying up there in their corner, unmet but second only to Rome, and that might be a better road to reach toward Rome than going around Greece or through Greece. I suppose they're at war, so we could maybe leverage that. Yeah, I don't know. We'll want to unlock our concealers and get a spy master and get a better handle on the map when we can. Alright, we keep with the mine everything plan. Yeah, we don't really have the money to buy more tiles. I don't want to delay that one, so I'll do that. I'll wait a little bit before minoring this spot, so in the meantime I'll just advance my units. The few that I sent. And let's influence our queen again. We'll get her to friendly. Since she's now in love with us. Okay. So what happened? Oh, we could convert the Roman prince to Babylonian paganism of all religions. Yeah, slightly silly, I believe. The queen is 29 and the heir is 51 though, so I really don't care about the opinion of that guy. It's quite likely that they'll never come to reign. It's only because she hasn't got kids yet. Well, all kind of freak accidents can happen, but alright, I'll just disappoint the guy. Alright. Who is this kid? Not my hair. Yeah, it's another, well, it's another bastard, of course. Alright, let's send you to tactics. Oh no, we said we wanted to explore a bit more. Get that opportunity, can we get back? Yeah. You'll be exploring. Our ambassador could improve. Well, okay, foreign opinion still more efficient at the moment. We don't have that many problem with religious opinions. Well, the religions haven't spread to us anyway, so it matters little. What's Babylon doing? Completing our ambition, I believe. Yeah, let's do that. I think I'm taking this turn to push the road. And we'll get the mines slightly later. Alright. So this is home now. Let's send the Danes to fight. Get mines. I have to buy both tiles. I don't really like it. Yeah, okay, let's just get the easy mines for now. Oh, and we have raiders here. I almost didn't realize. Okay, I'll upgrade this guy to a Cimmerian archer. Yeah, no luck with great improvement there. I don't know if I want to upgrade this guy to a spear yet. So I'll just wait a bit more. I don't have access to either windlass or longbows, so I'll wait with my slingers as well for now. I don't really want to pay multiple upgrades for the same result, so there we are. Yeah, and let's not make the crazy investment quite yet. To minor this spot, but that will come quickly. I suppose we could just get Hamlet here, actually. Yeah, if I get a walk around, maybe. Okay, our ambassador has died. Oh, the XP is welcome. Oh. The insane growth is tempting, but Delva would be pretty good in our situation as well. I don't think we really need the growth anymore, so... Alright, Delva it is. Husbandry and Doctrine. I'll just pick Coinage. Pillage my university, you jerk. Alright, let's harass these guys in the sea. Let's send my swordsman to set things right here. I don't believe there's much more we can do, so let's not worry too much about that. What? Fought for training? Isn't that a little bit broken? Okay, alright, let's forget it. Acquire Portcullis. Well, yes. A new ambassador. Do we have someone competent? Well, Tabni Ishtar, the witty explorer fold. Yes, you'll be my ambassador. That is fine. And the Duchess Consort, who's currently leading a crossbowman, could become a spy master. I really want a spy master for this ambition, so yes. Alright, it's a bit wasted. And let's infiltrate... well, Rome first, I suppose. They are larger after all. Let's get this road. And complete our ambition here. Yeah, that's good enough. I'd like to have plenty of orders to send all these guys west, but that's not the case today, so... Good evening, Mental Rock, and welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. So we survived Greece, and we are developing. We are in the late crazy development phase, I would say. I think I'll just pick husbandry. I want to well, do I need husbandry? Not really. Well, I suppose I want mounted units at one point, so yeah, I do need it. Okay. Alright, that was poorly played. Yeah, finish this guy. And I think that's good enough for me at the moment. Yeah. We have some money. Let's use some of it to buy the last tiles. Maybe. I'd like to have trade leagues to do that, but I cannot wait for everything all the time, so we'll just bite the bullet and spend what we have to spend. No workers to repair this. Yes, yes, there is. Here they are. And this last worker, well, I will be able to improve those resources soon. For now, let's just get the farm. Slightly less an interesting farm, but that's okay. Oh, sure. Hammurabi, another or bastards have all kind of interesting adventures with their exploration endeavors. Could like me less, but they would have the title of Grand Explorer. Well, son, yes. Oh, the queen has been killed as well. Oh, yes, of course. Right, so everyone dies, I suppose. Well, we'll see. The queen consort had been starving herself. Furthermore, she had fallen madly in love with the ambassador. We rejected her advance. She was supposed to love me. Alright, polyamorous, I believe. Why not? Okay. We got our treasury. Yes, we want to start with the mangonels. I'll just get a quick wire, just in case, and also to get my overflow and get my next the next mangonel in one turn. We are very close to what we need to pump mangonels in one turn, but not quite there. But from the next turn, and for quite a while after that, we'll have all the money we need, the training we need to accomplish that. So, all right. Do we want to influence anyone? I believe we do. Can we get a chance of a spread by influencing a religious leader? I don't know, but let's test. Well, not that it will be a conclusive test, of course, but we might get some anecdotal evidence. Sorry. How exactly do Axum steals work? So, I didn't get the second one after my second leader died. Can you get only one steel total per city? There a way to upgrade it. So, alright, so I'll answer the easy questions first. You can get one steel of each level per city. So you cannot get 2 ground steels or 2 minor steels or anything like that. One of each level, they are unique. So you can get up to 3 in OCC. But if 2 of your leaders got the same cognomen, and so when they die you get another steel of a level you already have, then you don't have an option to get another one. And O exactly is exactly the dangerous adjective. Who knows how things exactly work? Well, it's not a dangerous adjective, but few other people who can answer questions with with exactly in there, in all honesty. So you might end up disappointed. Alright, what is this guy doing? I believe maybe finding another lumber mill to make? And one more mine. Oh, almost done here. I suppose we can improve the cattle soon. We could send perfume and gain a courtier. Send perfume and gain another courtier, or just pick XP. Court minister or court merchant? I believe a court merchant would be fine. Grand explorer, Morabi. Ah, that's true. I'm not becoming intolerant, that's just not happening. They could become superstitious and herbalist. Or we could all gain wisdom, because we have exploration and all the good stuff. So let's do that. Wisdom for everyone. I'll pick the free nature. And now we are pumping mangonels out of our city. I think I want a good few of them. So let's work on that. Our city continues to grow, so we'll get a little bit more training passively that way. Is there a way to know the requirement for a higher level? I know the highest level one is if you have a cognomen that is 90 legitimacy or more. So the Magnificent and the Great, I believe they are the only one. And I think the middle one is 60 to 90 to be checked. And so the lowest requirement still would be under 60. And I don't know all cognomens by heart. Some of the most common ones I know some bits about, but that's about it. So I kind of want to buy these 2 tiles to have visibility there. Yeah, worth it, I believe. Alright. Oh, and we met Kush, just like that. I'm not declaring war instantly. Yeah, they're not that threatening in terms of victory points, but they are still quite close and much stronger than us, I have to assume still. Yes. And erudite. We still have to catch up. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, the steals, as a system is, well, as most system is not really designed for OCC. So that's why it's a challenge. We try to keep ambitions that are not possible in OCC from being offered there. But at the end of the day, some things will not work the same or not be as adapted, let's say, to a one city challenge. And that's the nature of it, more or less. We cannot really provide guarantees that everything will work in as satisfying a manner, no matter how many cities you have, of course. So yeah, sorry, yeah, it's maybe not the most satisfying answer, but this is how it works. So it can be frustrating in OCC in particular. It's a case that's rare, that you cannot get a steal in normal game, because they can go in every family seat, so you have 3 normally, so you would need to have at least 3 leaders dying with the same steal, and then the 4th one wouldn't get 1. But in OCC, of course, you face that limit much earlier. I don't care about opinion anymore at this stage, so there we go. I think I want vaulting, I want the cathedral, the culture multipliers and everything. Alright, no choice. The Duchess is righteous. And our princess should be picking a study pass. Let's go philosophy. Alright, what are we doing with these guys? I believe we are getting a cattle pasture. Yeah, and more mines. One day. Okay, this is our free onager. We want to upgrade it without delay. Let's occupy these tiles with our slingers so that our onager spawns higher up when they are doing something useful. Well, where they are easier to move where I want to move them. Let's send the caravan to Kush, just in case. Yeah, I think I want to keep evacuating Danes toward the well, westward, toward the center of the map, away from me, because this alliance might not last the entire game. And when they start to raid someone, I'd rather I'd be someone else. I suppose we could influence our courtier, or maybe one of our councillors. Conspiring already, that's quite good. Alright, and we infiltrated Rome, so we are getting much closer to our ambition already. Let's send you to infiltrate Greece now. Oh, we don't have the money. Amazing. Alright. And I think that's our turn. Or most of it. So the Danes capture this spot from the Numidians during that war. And maybe they are getting another one soon. Since we found out about additional Numidians up there. Do we want our Chancellor first, or do we want to move towards Cheer first? I think we want Latin Sail first, actually. Alright. And also, we haven't made... No, I don't want my kid to become insane, so she'll have to become estranged. Divine, Cruel, Exotica, Insane, and 200 Culture, Miserable Ranger, Pathfinder, and we become intolerant. That's a no. Alright, we'll see. And they can get wiser out of it, for sure. Let's start to fix our religious opinion with our ambassador, maybe? Well, it's just so much better to pile up on the family opinion at the moment. Alright. Okay. By the next tile? No, we'll do that later. So let's just fix our road. We wanted to have a road there. And I never made the grocer and markets I had plans for, so that's something we'll want to fix soon. To the point that I'm sending this guy back? I believe yes. Well, let's get the mine along the way. The training will be handy. And keep sending mangonels toward this direction. Yeah. Didn't we just get vaulting? Yeah. Alright. I think I want my cathedral here. Jewish cathedral started. Excellent. And yeah, let's keep sending our Dane friends to on their way to conquer the last Numidian sites. So, are you enjoying OCC, Mental Rock? I believe you were talking about an OCC game as well. We were discussing briefly at the end of last stream. So, how's that going for you? Axum OCC. So, you went for which nation did you pick? Trader as well, or were you going clerics, patrons, champions? I mean, champion OCC is well, it's a beast of its own, I'd say, but it can certainly be very fun. Or at least I had a lot of fun with it. It's fun? And did you go... Which family did you pick with Axam, if I may ask? Patrons? Oh, and you had a cool start with multiple precious resources and everything? Or it was just on a whim for the civics or something like that? Diplomat with a delegation mission? Oh, right, dynastic leader. I don't know them too well, I'm afraid, so... Yeah, probably. Dynastic leader, as a rule, are very strong. Alright, I shouldn't be doing that, and let me explain why I should pick Trade League first, because I will pay for that, and then... well, I guess I can still go Calligraphy, the culture isn't that much on OCC city, but the happiness is still valuable. And let's buy the tile. Yeah, I'm done with my walkers for the turn, I believe. Alright, so let's go and let's get our Mongolnals in this direction, and at least provisionally a Libbird. Alright, this is now a day in sight, excellent. So I believe actually this might have been the last Numidian spot. I don't know, let's check around a bit. Well, I should just check here. No, apparently there are still Numidians on the map. Not many of them, I imagine, but still. Alright, and I could influence that guy or the Queen of Greece. Well, I'd like to stay on the good side of Greece. We are probably going to war with Kush in the not too distant future. They are on par with Rome at the moment. And we are on the top of the leaderboard. Well, they are interested but not influence. I should be able to do it. What? I do not see them as influenced. Is that a display bug? I don't know. Alright, let me submit the bug. Alright. Alright. And there I go, making more work for my colleagues. 3 precious resources, yes, that's awesome. The mission lets you exchange science, civics, or money with another nation. It varies, but you can get like 100 science from it. Yeah, well, yes, trading tables are broken. Unfortunately, it took ages to mate anyone, so I didn't get to use it that much. Alright, yeah, I guess this is map dependent, but yeah, alright. I had no idea that we had such an effect somewhere, so there you go. So I suspect the UI is here just not displaying that they are influenced because they are interceded, but that's not correct. These are 2 different effects, so that should still be done differently. Yeah, let's influence the matriarch, the paganism matriarch. Alright. Okay, and we see Greece. And with that we've completed our ambition. Excellent. Alright, there's a bit of unexplored land in the middle. Let's have a look at Kush immediately before I forget. And yeah, let's unlock our Chancellor. Air Education. My niece and third in line. Well, I will send you to learn out into the world, of course. All family friendly and enact all laws. Yeah, that's probably not doable. Make peace with all tribes and nations. I'm not interested. So yeah, alright, let's enact all laws. Alright, and with that, maybe we want to do something else. Well, we want martial code, really. So for that, we need stirrups. To get to stirrups, we need... Didn't we just get stirrups? Yeah. So actually, we just need to re-roll, right? Porcelain, we already have porcelain, yes. Alright, let's get there. The main challenge is dealing with raids, yes, due to only having one production center and really wanting to build things other than units. Absolutely, this is a challenge, yeah. In OCC, that's one of the main difficulties. That's why also Champion OCC is very different from the other setups, because you have... It's much easier to get units and to deal with that aspect, but it's much harder to do a lot less, a lot other things that that you might want to do. But I've played a couple of Champion OCC with I wanted to win OCC by conquest, so and I've posted quite a few reports that wasn't on stream but on Discord. And I'm happy to discuss these strange settings. Well, anytime I get an opportunity, really. Alright, I really want my market, but we are still very late about that. I'll just get a bit of road in the meantime. Yeah, markets and grocers, I've unlocked them quite a few turns ago, and I still haven't done anything with it, which is a shame. Yeah, I want you guys a bit further away from me, please. Okay, we got another swordsman. We are up to 5 mangonels at the moment. And at one point we probably want to crush Kush, and we need to get a bit stronger to do that. Okay. Quality ore. Well, I don't think that's happening. The princess convert to Judaism. No, I don't want to become intolerant. The game really wants me to be, but no. Court scholar, sure. And also, I am a scholar and I should be tutoring my my heir and princess. Cohorts and martial code. Well, we are going that way actually, so yeah, okay. I remember you said Londoner is the strongest family for season, and particular nation you think stands out as the best. Egypt. I'm not sure if Londoner is the strongest, but it might be the easiest. Which, depending on what you mean by strongest, might be the same thing. But of course, in OCC, the ability to just buy tiles is awesome. You will need a lot of citizens to make specialists, and Londoner start with 3 citizens. You have colonies for free for the entire game. Rural specialists, you probably don't want that many of them, but if you have a marble or a grain start, you'll still want a good number of them, and the bonus to get them more efficiently is super valuable. And Egypt with like 300-400 stone, I mean, they're just awesome no matter what. So, and Egypt also gets to make cheaper improvements, because if you make an improvement besides another improvement of the same class, you will get a rebate. I believe 20% from top of my head. So your urban improvement, if you make them in clumps, they will be cheaper. And I recommend you make them in clumps so that they get cheaper. Your rural improvement will be cheaper as well. And things like the bonus on farms when they are riverside is just like sprinkled additional on top. But just the fact that you are playing OCC and you have 400 stone and probably a good pick of of a weak wonder is awesome. It's by no means guaranteed that you can get a wonder, an early one in OCC without that. I've played even many OCC games with decent economy and resource where I didn't get any wonder before strong. So Egypt has a definite advantage, I would say. The first setup I tried and played OCC with was Egypt Egypt Sages with builders. Specifically, I believe the extra science is valuable, the extra civics from being sages is valuable. Today the extra archive is valuable, but you kinda don't want a scholar. Scholar sages is quite good because that's a lot of early research, but OCC is really completely dominated by builders. You can do cool stuff with a judge, you can do cool stuff with a scholar, etc. But really, if you are, unless you want to do to try something specific and maybe challenge yourself to play without that and things like that, you want builders all the way. So the combo of builders plus Londoner plus Egypt is it's damn good. So maybe it's not, depending on your play style, what you are used to, and everything. Maybe it's not the strongest for everyone, but I think it's pretty good. Yeah, and I was just saying I wanted to tutor just before starting to do completely different things. All right, and with my king as well. Yes. Alright, so I got a good series of mangonels. I will want other stuff, but maybe one or two more mangonels in the meantime to... Wait, I can get a Drummond in that sea. Alright, so that's interesting. I'm getting a Drummond here, and I'm getting a Drummond on the other side as well next turn. Just to... in case of raids, in case someone anchors close to my barrier, I'll probably get a few more mangonels after that as well to defend against Greece if that ever becomes a thing. So I'll plan for a few more. We'll one turn every single thing here, so that's not a problem. We are making the most of our carpenter trait, which I opted for, which is really left field. That's typically a bad trait, but if you find yourself pumping out siege units and chips, of course it's much better. So that's an extra 150 experience point. With all 4 elder officers, that's another 200. So they start more than qualified. With the recent event, they will get herbalist. With martial code next turn, they'll get a random promotion as well. So we are in a military build-up while we wait to complete our ambitions. And with that, I think we are at the end of this stream for this week. So we are set up for the last section. So, and I don't know what I'll do yet. Maybe I'll just like grab my ambition victory and be done with that. But we could also decide to push to get an actual VP victory and maybe more, maybe a double victory as well, maybe a conquest. That would take a lot more time. OCC conquest is definitely a slog, but it could potentially be achieved now that we are starting to ramp up our actual military strength. That's definitely not impossible, and we'll consider. That depends, but it makes for very long games, so it's hard to maintain engagement and everything. So maybe I leave it with just the first victory. We'll see. We'll see next week, I suppose. So all right, thank you everyone for joining, and well, see you soon.